What's up, dudes? Welcome back to another stream with Shimaru. You got our faces for once. I'm Shimaru. That's...
NC, RPG.
I actually forgot your name, so that's why...
He forgot his... I've been friends with him for 7 years, and he forgot my name.
Yeah.
So,
that's why I was like...
Longer than that, actually. Like, he was like, boy. So you know
but you get to see me in all my fat glory, and you get to see him in all his anorexic glory.
Ow.
Obese, anorexic. See? We fit both parts of the scale. We don't balance it, though.
Where's the last
Anyways.
Right.
But we're here to talk about some Emoji movie.
The Emoji movie.
We watched it today.
It's so unprofessional pulling your notes out, like right on the screen. Like, dang.
I have notes. That's professional, having notes.
You have notes, but you just like, all right, let me just...
Yeah?
Anyway.
Oh, you want me to do it in the middle of talking? So anyways, yeah. Okay, I quit.
So, first I'll ask, have any of y'all seen the movie?
Yeah, has anybody in here seen the...
Have y'all seen
Emoji
the
movie? I couldn't remember the name of it.
Have y'all seen the movie? Because it'll help along with the discussion if y'all seen it. Because yeah, crap, I gotta get all close to the screen. Y'all gotta see my ugly face just so I can read the chat. On a definite the fact that I'm just saying.
Okay, so Retract said he's seen it.
Oh, okay. Actually, I can just pull the chat up on my phone.
He said his parents forced it, and PB and E saw it also. Rue looking like Lil Pump without the rainbow. Fuck off.
Damn.
That's an insult. Right?
Sure.
Okay. So... everybody in here saw it so far, but would you like to hear a synopsis of it? And if you don't know what that means, it means summary, pretty much. Like, would you want to hear a summary of the movie before we actually start, like, reviewing it and all that? I mean, I think we should anyway, for anybody that, you know, go back and watch it in the first place.
Are you sure? You start.
Right.
What's
So
the movie about, Shimaru?
You're better at explaining to me, because this movie had me lost.
Okay.
So first off, I'll try to start. I'll try to start.
All right, let's go.
So we start off with this emoji. His name is Meh, or so
No.
we think.
No, they have actual names. You just don't remember them.
Because they only mention it like once in the movie.
We're gonna call him Meh.
Yeah,
That's
we're
what
gonna
his
call him Meh.
character is.
What was his name? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My point.
Gene.
Was it?
Gene?
Oh, you wrote it down?
No.
Oh, he said it?
Somebody said it in the chat.
Oh,
Gene.
wow.
Gene.
Okay, so we have Gene, a.k.a. Meh. He's the Meh emoji. And the first thing I want to say, before we even start the story, how does he have a mom and dad? Isn't there supposed to be one of each emoji?
You gotta go a little further than that first. Before you ask that question.
Really?
You gotta explain the setting.
Dude.
You gotta explain the setting.
I got so many questions, though.
Alright, so basically...
That's why I said I don't want to explain this movie, because this movie destroyed me.
The Emoji movie, the setting of the Emoji movie is based inside of a phone. And it's kind of like Wreck-It Ralph and Inside Out, where everybody has their own set of, like, emojis living inside their phones. Like, they're the same emojis, but they're all different characters. So, like,
that's exactly
your
what it is.
happy face emoji is not going to be the same happy face emoji as somebody else's phone. So, like, we're inside of this one kid's phone. I don't remember the kid's name. And this is where the story takes place, inside this one kid's phone. And our main character is supposed to be a meh emoji. As in, he's supposed to be that uncaring type of thing. And inside the phone, everybody sticks to whatever they're supposed to be. Like, the happy emoji is always happy. The crying emoji is always crying. Like, even if he like they said in the movie,
yes, that's
even if
to do
he
what they're
just
assigned to.
even if he just won the lottery, he's always supposed to be crying. If the happy emoji just broke his arm, he's still supposed to be happy. That's supposed to be the thing. The problem with our main character is that he's supposed to be a meh emoji, but he reacts to everything, like, with any type of emotion. He's always caring about something. That's his problem.
Yeah.
And the movie is not good at being, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not good at being subtle about its message. You know, you get from the very beginning that you know what type of message the movie's gonna spit out. It's okay to be whatever you want to be. You don't gotta fit into these norms or whatever. That's what it's supposed to be about. But whatever. So, yeah. So the reason why, Shamaru asked whether or not why does he have parents is because it's like if every emoji has like there is supposed to be this representative of one thing. Why is there not more than one? Why is there more than one of the meh emoji? Like why does he have parents? He could just be the meh emoji, or they could just be one of them altogether. Why does there need to be more than one? But whatever.
And they prove that you only need one of them because. So as the story goes on from the beginning, you see him walking down the street. He's explaining this, the story pretty much, the premise of the story, like how every emoji needs to act exactly how they act. And then he's saying that the emojis have it the hard way because they have to stay as that emotion their whole life. While other ones like, I don't know, poop. The poop emoji. He just has to smell.
Not even has to smell like.
Well, he has to be. Emoji can make
what the poop emoji can be.
Any emotion.
Basically, the emotion emojis are just shit out of luck. Yeah. Because they have to be whatever emotion they want to be. They have to be. Whereas anybody else who's like
they can
the poop emoji,
be whatever they want,
or a bucket, or any other inanimate object emoji could just be whatever the heck because they're just. What?
They can have their own personality, but they still have to act according to their emoji.
How does poop act?
Well, they proved that, he had to be stinky.
But that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that never really came up, though. Nobody ever said, man, you stink. It was just like, I'm poop.
No, they technically did it at the bathroom scene, but we're going way too far ahead when they didn't wash his hands.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we should wash our hands, and then he was like, nah.
We don't need to. We're poop.
Yeah.
So whatever.
That pretty much explained that they're poop. Oh. And then you got the maraca lady emoji. Yeah. She has to dance 24/7. But I'm sure you get it by now. But
right.
Anyways.
They're emojis. They're supposed to act the way they're supposed to. But and that brings us to one of my first issues that I have in my notes is the inconsistencies with the setting that they make. Because it's like you're supposed to stay whatever you're supposed to stay whatever emoji you are. But then again, there's this one instance where our main character gets in trouble for laughing because he's supposed to be a meh emoji. He's not supposed to laugh at anything. But then his parents catch him and then he's like, were you laughing in public? And that made it seem like that was the issue, that he laughed in public. So does that mean while you're outside or when you're not, like when you're outside, you can be whatever, like you can't be whatever you want, but when you're behind closed doors, the emojis just do whatever. Like the happy emoji can cry or whatever, but if they're in public, if you're in public, you got to be whatever you're supposed to be. But then later on, it's implied that's just how they are from the get-go. Like you're born whatever emoji they are. So it's just very inconsistent with what the rules are for this world.
We have
right from the get-go.
So we have Retract in the chat. He said, this movie reminds me of that one episode on SpongeBob where everyone who worked at the Krusty Krab had to be happy.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that, yeah. Well...
But the movie's basically trying to combine two better movies, Inside Out and Wreck-It Ralph, and then makes it a piece of shit. But anyway, though, our main character's goal, or not his goal, what he was made for, is that he has this job. Everybody in this whole world has this same job where they sit inside this glass booth, and whenever our other main character, the human who owns the phone that they're all in, decides that he wants to use an emoji, they scan the emoji, like the living emoji, and they're supposed to make the corresponding face that they need to make for the emoji to be sent as a text message to whoever he's trying to send it to. And our main character, Gene's job, is supposed to make sure that when he gets picked for meh, he needs to be making a meh face. Yeah. But the big conflict with his character is that he reacts to everything. He's not a meh person.
Has emotions.
Right. He's not just one emotion. He's basically a normal person, like we think. Like he can be anything. He's sad, happy. He can be all those things. So it's time for his first time to go up there, and he's already met with his parents, and his dad doesn't think he's ready, but his mom is like, he can do it. And it's this really weird thing because his parents all are like, his dad's like, you can't do it. His mom's is like, you can, but they both are just meh about it. So they're good at their job, I guess. Like, whatever. It's really hard to tell their tone because they're boring, because they're meh. I hate saying that word, but they're meh.
Oh, he has a good point. We're going to talk about that later in track. So he said, I know the point of the Emoji movie is just to be yourself, but it's just the way that it's presented. It's just...
Oh, yeah, no, they presented it bad. Yeah, we are going to get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to all that after we, like, explain the premise of the story.
But... So it's his time to go up there, and of course our main character in the human world, the human who holds the phone, again, I can't remember the name of these characters because I can't be bothered, because they barely qualify as characters, to be honest.
Who?
The characters in the movie.
Oh, like the ones that support him?
Any
the
of them.
supporting characters?
Any of them. Like, the main character is barely a character, too. Like,
everybody is unlikable.
They're products, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
the whole movie is a product placement.
So... the human guy is like, all right, he needs to send the meh emoji to a girl that he likes, and that's the big conflict with him, is that he likes a girl, but he keeps messing up his interactions with her.
Yeah.
So he's trying to send the meh emoji. So our main character Gene is getting scanned, and he freaks out because he's like, I can't do it. I can't make the meh face, and he starts making all types of other faces, and he accidentally sends a stank face at the girl. And so that causes the whole inside of the phone to like freak out, and they try to chase Gene because he made the wrong face. And our villain is the first emoji ever made. It was some type of, what was it?
She's the smiling emoji.
She's the really happy smiling emoji. She's freaky as hell.
She always has to smile 24/7.
Right.
And she does her job like that.
Even when she's pissed, she has to be smiling. And she determines that Gene is a malfunction and that he needs to be deleted. You know, logically.
He said, who's the meh face? Is that even a real face in the emoji category?
I'll find it. You go ahead and keep going, though.
Where were you?
I was talking about when he was about to get malfunction or deleted.
Oh, so they were in the little company area, and then he got scanned. I'm just going over what you said, by the way.
Yeah.
He got scanned. He couldn't make the emoji he was supposed to, so he made a bunch of emojis because he freaked out, right? And the dude sent a message to the girl he likes, and it was a messed up emoji, like, I'm sad, happy, love, all types of mixed emotions, right? And then everything messes up. He freaks out, and then like he like bumps into the
scanning machine.
The scanning machine, and it like wrecks everything. And mind you, this place that they're in right now to take these pictures, it's like their life goal. That's their goal in life, is to be that. The emoji that
whatever
gets texted, pretty much. That's what they live for. It sucks. But anyways,
get whatever water though. You mean me not?
yeah. She said
that they don't have Aquafina there. Then get whatever.
Yeah, but where was I? Oh yeah. So after everything's wrecked, the smiley girl comes out, right? The leader or boss, whatever you want to call her, the first emoji. She comes out and's like, she's like, why are you messing up everything? You know, why can't you just make the meh emoji? And then he's like, oh, I just want to be who I am, pretty much.
No, he don't even want to be that yet. He hasn't gotten to that part yet. He's just like, I can't do it. And so here's where we are now with the main character and the villain. The main character is, it's so far I don't like him. He's unlikable as hell.
What do you mean so far? I never liked him.
I didn't like him from the beginning, because it's just like, you can tell from the beginning he was this basic, it was going to be this basic ass B story where like he was like, oh, they don't believe that I can do this, but I think I can, even though I'm clearly not ready. And he knows he's not ready, but he's going to try and fuck it up for everybody else anyway. So he's already unlikable. But then we have our villain, whose motivations are that she's the first emoji. She's kind of high about it or whatever. What did Lenny say?
I noticed you're a pit boy.
But she's kind of big-headed about it, that she was the first emoji, but that's fine, whatever. Her motivation is that if there are any malfunctions and the human who owns their phone notices it, that he could go to a repair store and get them possibly rebooted and get everybody killed. all for this because of this one malfunction. So her logic is it's not
Get
worth
rid of him.
It's not worth getting everybody killed because you can't do your job right. So we're just gonna delete you, which I think is fair. Like
it's the right.
I was
thing to
rooting
do,
for her
honest.
for more than 3/4 of the movie until something later on, but we'll explain that later. But like for most of the movie, I was just like, yeah, like
she wasn't really a villain.
She wasn't really a villain. She was doing her job. Her
yeah.
job is to make sure they all do their jobs right, and he didn't do his job right, so
because he's not being a
you
proper
get deleted.
emoji.
And the thing
I
is,
mean, he was a malfunction.
He was a malfunction.
If you're not acting the way you are in that world, you're
and that's why the whole individuality message that they're trying to send doesn't work right. Because it's like, I mean, in that world though, it's either be who you want to be and get everybody killed, or
I noticed you, PB.
Get everybody killed by being whoever you want to be, or just fit in and everybody's safe. And that's kind of like not the message you want to send, but whatever. So he runs away, obviously, and there's this other character who's like this hand emoji. He's the high five emoji. I don't think they exist anymore, and I think they're making a joke about it.
He's the most annoying emoji in the movie.
He's the donkey of this movie, like Donkey from Shrek, but he's not funny.
He wants to be donkey.
He's not funny. I'm tucking my hair down. Like,
hold on, let me pull up some notes real quick because I might have some really good things to talk about on this. I hated him. I didn't like any character in this movie. Y'all gave me a really hard movie to review because this had no straightforward plot for me. It was hard to get a read on this.
But one of my first things that I wrote down was poop jokes. There's there's gonna be some because there's a poop emoji in it, but it's like they already dock some points because poop jokes are the easiest jokes to make in any type of medium, so you don't want to do them ever in improv, comedy, like stand up, movies or anything like that. You don't want to make poop jokes because it shows that you don't have a creative bone in your body.
It's one of the most basic jokes,
and it's not something you want to do ever on a professional level. So a movie that was made by Sony. You know what I mean? And I know that's not saying much, but they're a big company. You know they have writers and stuff for this, and they're just going around making poop jokes. It's just not a good look at all. If I could find my... Jeez, man. Oh, I found it.
Oh, Retract said, are you going to watch the movie, or...
We can't show the movie on YouTube.
Yeah, that'll get removed like quick as hell. We'll have to find some kind of... Some place to watch it. I don't know where yet.
I wouldn't say actually watch the movie. We could have like in later videos we could have like the trailer in like this part of this part of the screen right here. Like just have a little
at the top
right corner. Just have the trailer playing on repeat.
On top of your head.
I wouldn't be sitting here obviously next time, but like
you will.
Nah,
I'm not moving.
I'll just scoot over. You scoot over that way, some, and boom.
No, I like my
But
spot.
like, just whatever, man. Just put the damn trailer somewhere in the shit, so they'll have something to look at. But yeah, this is the first phase of this stupid movie thing we're doing.
And no, don't ban him for bringing up Splatoon. Don't ban him.
Don't ban.
He can talk about Splatoon all he wants.
Jesus Christ!
Don't do that. That's mean.
I mean, don't ask if we're gonna play it after we've already answered.
And Lenny, I'll see you later. All right.
Oh, he's leaving.
Yeah, he has to go.
Oh, okay. Bye. Ow.
Okay. Whew. He said we can't watch in Wakanda. Okay, so where were you?
But yeah, the poop jokes, just unoriginal and funny, and that brings me to another one of my next points that I don't like about the movie is that you can smell Hollywood's dirty, poop-stained hands all over this movie,
especially with the jokes.
With the
product placement,
everywhere, everything. You could just smell Hollywood had everything to do with it. It's just like emojis are big now. That's why we made this movie, because emojis are big.
Oh, and I got one question before we continue the plot, because this was around the time he met the hand, right?
Yeah.
So when he met the hand,
high five.
Yeah, high five. Yeah. I don't know. This was just a random question for me, but high five was eating like some some other emoji. I don't remember what
He
it
was
was.
eating him?
They were eating the Chinese food thing.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? But
yeah.
there's an emoji of that. So would that thing be alive? Because in the movie there was inanimate objects like alive. So like, what is that? Cannibalism?
I don't think so. Like, he's probably just eating Chinese takeout, and there's also a Chinese takeout emoji.
I don't understand though.
That also is another inconsistency, though. So the name of the hand emoji is high five. Like, that's his name because he's the high five emoji. Why is he named after his emoji, but then Gene is named Gene?
Yeah, I hated
like,
that.
What are the other members of High Five's family named?
And his dad has a name too. Gene's dad.
Gene's dad's name is Mel.
I'm surprised you remember that.
Yeah.
Can't answer that.
Always trying to call when you streaming.
Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, so it's just more inconsistencies with their setting, but you know, that's going to be the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But High Five, his whole thing is that he wants to be popular because nobody uses the high five emoji anymore. Everybody uses the fist bump emoji now.
Yeah.
Which I'm guilty of too. So it's like,
I don't use emojis that often.
I use the fist bump, the thumbs up, and I don't use any facial emojis. Well, no, I do.
use those.
I use the one that's like,
I use happy.
with the squinted eyes. It's like, did you really just say that? You know what I mean? It's just like,
I don't know that one.
You know.
Oh, the line eyes.
Yeah, it's just like, really?
Yeah.
I use that. But yeah, okay, I use some emojis. But his whole thing is he wants to be popular because nobody uses him anymore. So he's just unpopular now. So our two character motivations is that one wants to be boring and the other one wants to be popular again. So that's who we're rooting for right now. A guy who wants to, you know, make sure he doesn't kill everybody else because he can't do his job right, even though he was literally born to do that.
Okay, so we got retract. He said the Emoji Movie is an ad that you pay to watch.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's multiple ads that you pay to watch. We'll get to that in a minute because there's so many things.
I think we're going through the plot a little bit slow though.
Yeah, so, because there's so much we're complaining about. We need to speed up. Yeah, so we can complain at the end.
So they look for a way to get him fixed because he's a malfunction, and they hear about this hacker.
Oh yeah,
called Jailbreak.
Jailbreak, yeah.
She's a female.
Thank you got it before me.
She's a female hacker. Her name's Jailbreak because these are basically iPhones that they're using, but they're Sony phones, whatever they are.
They're iPhones.
And she's gonna help them look for a way. I twist my hair a lot, by the way. Sorry, guys.
We all do.
They look for a way to turn Gene into a meh emoji because he can't do it himself. Right, and they have to go through the 4 pillars of hell or whatever, or like basically 3 fucking apps that you all know. The first one is Candy Crush, and swear to God, they go through Candy Crush and they actually
they teach you how to play the game.
They play it and then they teach you how to play it. Like they for real teach you how to play Candy Crush.
Like she gives him the directions, pretty much speaking to us at the same time.
It's crazy.
Telling us how to play.
It's actually crazy. Like imagine in Wreck-It Ralph when he went to some of the worlds that you saw and they were like, yeah, when you press the R1 button, you shoot this and then you get this many points for it and then you get a kill streak and just die, you know, stuff like that. This one was like
match
Candy Crush. You gotta match the colors together, and when you do, it makes them collapse. And then you just gotta get as many points as possible.
Product placement, by the way.
They teach you how to play, and he gets stuck in it or whatever. And he's considered a yellow candy because he's a yellow emoji. All the emojis are yellow. It's kind of racist, but whatever. But
oh, okay, it's not that.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
I'm just double checking. I'm like checking the chat as we talk.
But no. But that was unimportant, though. But Candy Crush, more product placement. Candy Crush at the time, when the Emoji Movie came out, was a really popular game. It still kind of is, but it's not talked about as much anymore.
It's not number one.
You could tell why it was in there.
Directly after, I think they moved straight to Just Dance.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah.
Yeah, they moved straight to Just Dance.
They moved from there to Just Dance, which, again, was still a popular game, actually. Like, that's a casual-ass video game.
It still is.
Yeah. And they moved from that. And here's one of the big, one of the scenes that made me want to die while watching this movie.
What?
When he was dancing and changing his emotions while he was dancing.
Yes. Oh, and pretty much when they got there, you had to dance or you pretty much die.
You have to play Just Dance or you die.
Yeah, well, she didn't specifically say copy her, but she said, dance.
Well, no, in the beginning you had to copy her,
Yeah.
and then the second part was freestyle.
Yeah, and apparently what's her name? Jailbreak. She didn't know how to
Dance. She didn't
freaking
have
follow
rhythm.
along with the lady.
She didn't have rhythm at all.
Yeah, and she was just tripping all over the place, nearly dying for no reason. They were just trying to make conflict here for some reason, but it didn't work. And then you get what's the main character's name again? Gene. You get Gene, and he comes back to her. He's like, "Come on, get up. You can do it. Come on, just dance. Do what I do." And she's like, "Oh, okay, I get it now."
And she does exactly what she does.
She's
an expert dancer, and they pass the first level. Then it's freestyle after that, and then it's this really dumb dance sequence of like Gene dancing. You've probably seen it in the trailers of him dancing, and he's changing his emoji face as he's dancing. And for some reason, that scene actually makes me want to slip my wrist.
Yeah, it wasn't an actual dance either. He was just like swinging his arms like.
He was just
yeah, it was dumb.
Like
and then the girl copied him and they passed.
Right, but she didn't actually change emoji. She was just making different emotions because Gene's they do this halfway through the movie, but Gene can change his actual face to be a different emoji.
Yeah,
other emojis can't do that. They can only show different emotions, but they're pretty much stuck in their same emoji face. But Gene, he actually makes himself morph into different things. And their plan is, we forgot to mention this, but their plan is the fact that in order to get to the drop box, which is where Gene will be able to change his emotions or whatever to be a regular met emoji, and Jailbreak will be able to go to the cloud, which is basically just this free area where you can be whatever you want to be. The cloud. You know what the cloud is, but that's where they're heading right now. And the problem is that the firewall that keeps you from getting there only lets you try the password one time. Once you do that, you're locked out for life if you fail it. But Gene being able to change his emoji face or whatever, for some reason has it detect him as a completely different person when he does it. So he has pretty much an unlimited amount of tries for them to get the password right. So
before you continue, so we have we have Retract. This is not on subject, by the way.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're probably going to have to answer questions after we explain, because that's when we'll be able to pay attention to the chat a little more. But
that happened.
What happened? I heard something happen.
Look.
Oh wow.
Yep.
What the hell?
Did the camera die?
I don't know.
Whoops.
Oh no. Did the camera die?
Can they hear us still?
Tell me if you can hear me. Oh no, really? I think it died.
The battery pack.
Oh my god. No. Are you kidding me?
What will they do without my handsome face?
Okay, they can still hear us.
Yeah, that's fine. Man.
Oh my god, it's fine, but it's not good. Cause
ain't she charging it right now?
I might have to switch back to the other screen. To the other screen.
It's charging though.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it won't.
I guess
the battery drained faster than it's charging.
Yeah.
So we'll have to just finish it up by just talking to y'all. I know that's not enjoyable. That's lame. I'll switch back to the other screen so you have something to look at, and I'll turn the music off. How about that? So let me turn this off. All right. So, anyways, where were we?
Oh yeah, right. So we were at the firewall. So yeah, no, not at the firewall, but I was saying like they need to.
Oh, yeah, the firewall.
Yeah, so basically they need Gene to change his emotions at the firewall. But I was explaining why they're all going there anyway. Gene's trying to turn into a regular Met emoji. I almost keep saying Star-Lord. Jailbreak.
He wish.
Is trying to get to the cloud, because apparently when you're in the cloud, it don't matter what emoji you are. You can just do whatever the hell you want or be whatever the hell you want. And by the way, the whole time, our comic relief, High Five, is there, but he hasn't been funny at all. And meanwhile, while they're running through there, the freaking happy face emoji, who's like the big bad of the whole movie, has sent these like drones.
They're like antivirus things.
They're antivirus things that like try to delete. They shoot lasers that instantly delete any fucking emoji that anything that it hits, really. And she sent them after Gene and them to delete them because they're malfunctions. Because in the real world right now, every time Gene and them go through an app, it causes that app to malfunction in the real world. And every time our main character tries to talk to the girl that he likes, his apps go crazy and it messes him up. But the thing is, all of these stupid things that happen can be stopped, even if the app itself is malfunctioning. All he needs to do is silence his phone.
Yeah,
which he never does.
Yeah, his phone would like play in the middle of class just for no reason.
And he, instead of turning the phone down, he just deletes the app, which is a much more complicated process than just turning your phone down.
Yeah, they just tried to give you some kind of conflict in this story. They were forcing a lot of conflict for no reason.
You think we could? Nah, we have to hook shit up and stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, we won't be able to.
I think next time we should just probably play like Smash or something while we talk about the movie.
I don't think we'll be able to focus playing that. Because then we'll be like, oh, boo! Yeah. Meteor smashed your ass, bitch! And, you know. Stop laughing!
We'll think of something. But yeah, so that's the current situation right now. And they get through Just Dance after the whole place gets deleted by the main character. The whole place gets deleted and they lose High Five. But he doesn't die because it just goes into the trash can. It doesn't actually get deleted yet. So this whole time, Jailbreak has been all like about, hey, I'm all about number one. It's just me. I'm just leading you guys there because I'm also gonna get something when I get there too. But then Gene is like, wait, we can't just leave High Five. Even though she doesn't even know either of these niggas. She's known them for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we can't leave her because you may look out for number one, but what's number one? You can be number one, but there aren't any other numbers. Or some stupid crap like that.
They tried to be sentimental.
And like after like a 20-second speech, it turns Jailbreak's character all around. She's like, you know what? You're right. Let's go back and get our friend. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
You're a completely different character.
Apparently her mind is easily changed.
Seriously.
A lot. Because they're forcing a lot of things. Like, I can't stress that enough.
Right. So meanwhile, the main character has decided enough is enough. After school, he's going to go get his phone fixed. He makes an appointment at the Sony store to go to go get his phone fixed. And it means it's crunch time now, because if they reboot his phone, that deletes all the emojis and everybody else and kills everybody. You know, these are what our heroes are causing, by the way. These are what our main characters that we're supposed to be rooting for.
They're messing up everything.
They're messing everything up. So,
did you actually explain the firewall part, by the way?
I did.
Like how he had to change emotions and like the reason he changed the emotions?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear the reason part. I heard you get
because
to
it
that
registered
part.
him as a different person
every
time
he
changes emotions. So they go back and get High Five, and that wasn't really that important.
And they got that with Twitter, by the way.
No, they got back.
They got
back to the work area with Twitter. That's later.
Oh yeah.
So they get to they're walking all the way here, by the way, from app to app. So they get to, where are they going? They get to the firewall with and they have to have him change emotions until they realize like what they use everything they could. They tried to think of the main character's favorite food, all this type of other stuff, and then they finally settle on what girl does he like, and they figure out the girl's name. I forgot her name, and they get through the firewall. So
hi, Link.
So of course, in this type of story, they have to fall in love, right? So Gene is like, yeah, before I go and lose all my emotions, I'm going to tell this girl how I feel.
Yeah.
So he goes up to Jailbreak, and he's like, yeah, I like you, basically, and uses all these emotions, all his little emojis
while
to tell
he's explaining
her.
it.
Yeah, to tell her why he likes her. And she loves it, but then she says
she loves it at first, and then her emotion, like, you can see it in her face. She's like,
So backstory time. Not even like 5-second backstory. Jailbreak is like a feminist, but like a really dumb one because her whole thing is just like she feels like she doesn't need a man to come save her or whatever. So when Jean comes out and is like, "Yeah, I like you," she likes him back, but she's like, "Well, I can't actually go out with you because I'm not a princess waiting on a prince to come save him." And so, of course, this is the reaction that makes Jean go, "Wow!" Like, you know, like after all this, that's the answer he gets.
He gets turned on and he's just like, man, for the rest of his life.
I actually kind of like this though, because this kind of makes fun of feminism at this point. Because it's just like, because that rejection, like, I feel like he did that not because he got rejected, but because the reason. You know what I mean? Just like, really?
Oh, that makes sense.
That's why. Like,
if you say it like that,
that's how I took it anyway. Take it however you will. But I was like, because that's the face I made. Like when Jean went meh, that's why I was like, are you serious? Like that's why you won't accept it? So Jean, you know, gets captured by the antivirus people because now he's just like, well, I'm meh now, so I don't need to get erased. So he starts walking back.
Yeah.
And Jailbreak and High Five decide, or Jailbreak is like regrets it or whatever after High Five gives some rousing speech, blah, 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 blah. And so this calls back to an earlier scene where Jean asks, hey, when Princess's whistle, oh yeah, shit, I forgot about this reveal. Jailbreak is actually not a jailbreak
she's
emoji.
The princess emoji.
She's a princess emoji. Whatever. And Jean asked her, hey, when the princess emojis whistle, did y'all call birds or whatever? And she said, no, that's not true. That's just that's just a stereotype. But it turns out to be true because they need to go back and rescue Jean from the antivirus things. And she calls the Twitter bird to come help her. And so this brings up a whole different problem with the movie altogether that I hate.
Because you're like, okay, hold on, I have to jump in right. But so she tweets out the tweet bird to come to her. It flies her wherever they want to go, right? And you're sitting here thinking, you're like, why didn't she do this in the first place? Why didn't she just, you know, whistle out? Did she not want to like reveal that she was the princess or something? Nobody cared. Like it wasn't a big reveal. It didn't change anything for the plot. So why didn't she do that? She was gonna leave High Five to die and let every app get deleted. Or actually not fix anybody's problem, to be honest, because you know they were on their way to fix Mess problem in the first place, and it just led to disaster in the process.
It's just like, why did they walk all the way there if she could have just called a dang bird to take him to the firewall in the first place?
Sorry, the dog got up. We had to see.
It's just like, it's just really dumb because it's like you could have just flew there the whole, like, it takes away all the tension. Because now if I ever rewatch the movie, that's all I'm going to be thinking about their whole journey there. It's just like, oh, why don't she call the bird here? Why doesn't she call the bird here? It's like, oh, wait, she's in the dance or just dance area and she can't dance. And if she can't dance, she dies. Why doesn't she call the bird now?
Exactly.
Like, it's just dumb and really contrived. So they fly back to the first area or whatever. And yeah, they take the Twitter bird and they save Jean. And there's been this really boring side plot between Jean's parents where they finally realize that Jean is able to do so many emotions because his dad was the same way. He just never realized it or something, but whatever. So Jean and Jean's dad are about to get executed. And this is where our villain turns from I can understand why she's doing this to actual villain. Because everybody's like, it's really forced. Because I think they might have known that, oh man, she might actually be likable. So all the other emojis stick up for Jean. It's like, wait, this is going a little bit too far. And then she's like, oh, you think so? I'll delete you too then. And it's just like, okay, now she's a villain now.
Because she just wants to delete anybody who's talking back
to her. Back to her. Even though before she had a legitimate reason to delete them.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So they kind of forced the bad guy role on her.
But after a really crappy fight scene, Jailbreak and High Five save Jean and his dad. And our main human character is at the video store. Or not the video store, the phone store. And is like, hey, fix my phone. And he's like, man, we need to show him that we can still be on, even though this is really stupid. And so they start you explain this one because you have the problem with this one. When they start deleting the shit. when they start deleting.
Oh,
everything
dude, that
with
was
the
the
wire,
biggest problem in the freaking movie.
with the cord.
Hold on, I got notes on this one. Hold on, I got plenty of them. Sorry, y'all.
I just wanna feel this.
Okay,
moment.
so when the I don't want to call him the main character, the human. When the human gets to the phone store, right? He goes to go return his phone to the phone fixing place. I can't think of what it's called right now, but
phone repair.
Because his phone is quote unquote broken, and this is at the moment where everything is about to get deleted, and now we're caught up where Aaron was, and I can't even remember this part anymore. It's vague now.
They were deleting shit. They were deleting the whole phone. And
we had Mess sitting in the little Dropbox thingy or whatever,
in
the little box
scanning thing. Because he's like still at this point, he's still like in his math phase. But everybody's telling him like they need to send one emoji to the girl that he likes to prove that the phone isn't broken and he doesn't need to get it reset.
Oh yeah, yes. Okay, now here we go. Okay, so he's just sitting here like, man, and then out of nowhere, somebody gives him some quick words of wisdom that it didn't matter. It's just like what's her face, Jailbreak. It was just some quick words of words of wisdom, right?
Yeah.
And he was just like, okay, I got it. I'm gonna do it. And then he makes a bunch of emojis, right? All positive ones this time. He does the same exact thing that he did at the beginning of the movie, except they were good emotions. Like the heart emoji, the kissing emoji, the happy emoji, etc.
Right, he cycles through all of them, and somehow that sends an emoji to the girl that does the same thing.
No, it doesn't send it. It posted it on his phone out of nowhere, right? And the kid sees it, and it's like changing over and over like a GIF almost.
Yeah, and then he
like,
sends it to the girl.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, this is great, and then he like sends it, and then she's like, oh my god, even though like she didn't care about the other ones the first time, like and when you see this dude's phone.
So in order for them to restart the phone, they have to have the phone plugged up to the computer, right? But every time it transitions from him looking at the phone, like, okay,
exactly,
okay, exactly. So here's the stupid thing. Okay, so his phone's plugged up, and it's currently deleting every app and every emoji in the phone. And what happens is it shows the phone, and everything's getting deleted. It's not plugged up. They send the emoji that can change faces or whatever. The phone's plugged up. The main character picks up the phone, and it's not plugged.
It's unplugged. You're like, how the hell did he just get that phone?
It's unplugged, and he sends the emoji. She likes the emoji. And then the main character goes over to the table with the phone on it and unplugs the phone that wasn't plugged up in the first place.
Yeah.
And picks it up off the table as if he never picked it up in the first place.
And at this point, by the way, when he unplugged it, it undid everything. But
right.
Why? Why did it undo everything? Because everything at this point was deleted. So if they were deleted, wouldn't it refresh into new everything?
Right, because everything in the world was slowly getting deleted, even though that's not how deleting works. Everything was getting deleted, and the thing was that once he unplugged the phone, it brought back everything that had got deleted, as if it never got deleted before. That's not how it works, though. But whatever. But the editing and everything in that scene was just absolutely terrible.
It was.
Like, it was just pretty crappy. So
that's the emoji movie.
So the girl likes the guy, though, now that he was able to send a special emoji that nobody else can send.
The rest of it was pointless.
And Gene is looked up to as a hero because he was able to save everybody, even though he got them in that trouble to begin with. And the movie ends.
Yeah, pretty much.
The movie ends with him being able to send whatever emoji he wants to now. You can be whatever you want to be. Bada boom, bada bing. Jailbreak is a princess emoji, and she actually stays being a princess emoji, and everything's fine, I guess. The movie's shit.
And they do exactly what they did at the beginning, by the way.
Exactly. Everything.
Same exact thing, except this one dude can just do any emoji he wants. So,
everybody else is still stuck.
Yeah. So
everybody except Gene, though.
And they take if you didn't notice, they take the picture of him and not somebody else to show that it's not the same. because he makes a million different emojis. So why?
But
what
like,
are they going to do?
That
Use
means
him
nobody
only?
else has to work anymore.
Exactly. Like, are they just going to use him? It kind of leaves you with that question. And like the message of the movie, like Retract said earlier, makes no sense. So that's the Emoji Movie. I'm done. I'm done talking about that.
Just dumb.
I didn't like the movie. Nothing made sense. But anyways, if you got any questions, go ahead and ask. And I saw one question earlier. I don't think I answered it, but it's off subject. Retract said, he said, "Am I going to be playing the Splatoon story anytime soon?"
Oh my gosh.
And yes, I was actually going to play Splatoon tomorrow. So I guess instead of playing against viewers this time, I can play the story, and I haven't actually beaten the story, so maybe I can do that. That sounds like a good idea. Actually, yeah, I am gonna do that. And if I scroll up, I can find some more questions right now because nobody posted anything yet.
I forgot the lemonade, so sorry.
Oh, lemonade.
No, I forgot it.
Oh, water that I can get from the sink.
I got $100 worth of shit, and I didn't even get shit. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, but speaking of what somebody said earlier, it was Retract. He said the Emoji Movie is an ad that you pay to watch. Pretty much, because it had every popular thing in it. Like, it had Facebook, YouTube, popular music, popular games pretty much, Candy Crush, and Just Dance. What else? It had some more popular things in there.
Twitter, Instagram,
Twitter. It had everything in there that was popular and trending at the time. And it was just all product placement to get people to like it. And that's Hollywood for you right there. Is this for me?
Sure.
It's good. Thank you.
The camera died.
Oh.
Yeah, the camera died. I wonder if I can turn it back on real quick, actually. Give me just a
Has it been
second.
charging?
It's plugged up, right? Ain't that what that gray cord is? Oh, no. It
Oh. Never mind. So we're not getting the camera back on. But I know this is a really short stream, but it was just pretty much we didn't do this yet. So what would you rate the movie after seeing it? Like your personal rating. Not getting it from the internet.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10? Oh, 3 out of 10. I was thinking 3 out of 5. I like how I quickly assumed.
It had
Wait, what?
It wasn't a unique idea because Wreck-It Ralph and Inside Out did it first and better. Why would I give it a 3 out of 10 but not a 1 out of 10? I don't know.
I'm not asking you that. It just sucked.
It did suck. But I don't know why. I can't explain why it's not just complete shit. It's not
the worst movie.
It's not exactly. We just watched an even worse movie a few weeks ago, Resident Evil, and I can't explain to you why I'll watch the Emoji Movie again over Resident Evil. I just will. Like I can't explain it to you.
I mean, the movie could be annoying. The animations are good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's aesthetically pleasing. I think the animations are good.
They're basic as fuck.
It's basic.
They don't do anything. They don't take any risks.
No, I'm saying like the animation is basic. I'm talking about the animation in general. It's fluid. Like it's watchable is what I'm saying.
You better be.
Like it's not food fight is what I'm trying to say.
If you're a potato sitting on the couch, you can watch it and be entertained.
Sure, it's not a fun movie, so I can't really say
it's
that.
fun to watch with friends, I guess.
No,
it's fun to laugh at.
We didn't laugh at it though.
Laugh at it, not laugh
we
because of any joke. Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we laughed at some stupid shit.
Like
we
what?
laughed at the fucking feminist jokes.
I mean, I guess that's it. It was nothing to really laugh at. I was pretty much mad the whole time. So, I mean, because the premise makes no sense. No character is likable. I hate the main character. He's the worst character. He's annoying as hell.
True.
He can't do anything. He messes up everything. Like, what is there to like?
It has a villain that you can understand why she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah, she's not really a villain.
But they kind of force her to be a villain at the end just for the sake. They didn't kill her. I'll give her those points. She didn't die at the end.
Yeah.
Like,
you have and
they
then
usually do. It's not a Disney movie.
And then you have your supporting cast. The High Five. He's forced comedy relief. Sucks at it. It's like, I mean, I get that it's for kids, but not really, because kids don't know all of that stuff that was in there. You know what I mean? And they threw in more than enough. Like, they threw some dirty jokes in there quite a few times.
They always do that.
They were just trying too hard with the jokes. High Five sucked. And then you got the girl, the princess. I don't understand why she was in the movie at all. She didn't change a damn thing, because, I mean, she decided to do the Twitter thing at the end of the movie. She could have did that earlier, and then she would have changed something. So there was a lot of things for me to not like about the movie. So I'm gonna give it like a 2 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Because I didn't enjoy it at all.
It was. I'll say it was better than what I thought it would be.
I didn't get a
which
snicker.
isn't much, because I thought it was gonna be like.
See,
I thought it was gonna be dog shit, but it wasn't dog shit. It was just trash.
See, I'll only give something a 3 is if I'm laughing at it. Like this, we're laughing at this, but not. It's not enjoyable to me, like an enjoyable laugh at. Like if I were to watch, what's that one movie that just came out? Truth or Dare, right? I would probably laugh at that movie so hard, and enjoy it because of that. Like enjoy to laugh at it. I would give that like a 3 right there, because it's a bad movie still. But
the thing is, if we're doing it based off of enjoyment. If we're doing our rating system based off of enjoyment, you should give it a bigger one than that. Like, are we doing it based on the quality of the movie?
I'm basing it on quality, enjoyment, all that.
Oh, okay.
Your overall experience with the movie. So, yeah, this gets a 2. It didn't even make me snicker. This movie sucked.
3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 for me.
He said 3 out of 10. I say 2.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I'll go ahead and tell you the ratings on the other thing. So IMDb gave it a 3.1 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 8% out of 100. Metacritic 12% out of 100. They were being modest with that 12. Like, geez, I think they were being modest. Yeah, but just so you know, the director of this movie was Tony Leondis.
He won the reward for worst director for this movie, by the way.
I'm sure he did. I mean, this isn't the worst movie, like I said, though. But yeah, for it to be on the big screen, I don't see why he shouldn't get that.
It was a cash grab.
It wasn't.
It was, and that's what they
reeks of
did.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of cash grabs, so the budget for this movie was $50 million, right?
It was an animated movie, so.
In the box out, I don't give a fuck what it was. You should have known this movie was bad. People already knew when it was like in trailer. But so it made $50 million. I mean, the budget was $50 million. That's what they made it with. At the box office, they made quadruple that. They made $217 million. What? How did they make that? What? It's quadruple. 54 times is 200.
He does math really quick. It's kind of scary.
That's basic math. It's not that hard.
Okay, well I can't do it in my head, so it's not that basic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know the druple shit like that. Quad.
Quad is 4.
Yeah, but that's it for this stream. If you want to see more movies like this, or not this one, but pick a better movie, please.
Discord and the poll.
Oh yeah, make sure you join the Discord, and in the description, we got a poll up.
It 6 times.
Huh?
Said the chat linked it 6 times. Nightbot.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, she was working today.
Oh wow. Well, anyways, I'm gonna still say it anyway. In the description, there's a new link in there, and it's for the poll for the next movies we want to see. Not really want to see, but you know, a few of them that we would like for y'all to pick. Because the randomness, we feel like, I mean, we want you to be included. That's why you are picking. But if we make y'all pick every time, imagine the bad movies y'all are going to force us to watch.
So we're limiting y'all to 4.
Yeah, we limit y'all to 4 movies. We pick some bad ones and maybe a good one. So, yeah.
Just pick from the 4 and the 4. The 4 in the poll, damn it.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, see you next time, and we'll be playing some Splatoon tomorrow. So, see ya.